They've all been loaded and away, and they're racing. Now, one of the first to get going is Olden toward the middle of the field. Back nearer the inside, Other One Sun gathering speed. Rockin' Wonder likewise, and coming across Exquisite Taste with Olden as they go by the judge on the first round. The speed is on. In behind them, Red Rye. Going forward now, Desert Edge. Just in front of Opal Tango. And then Stylux down on the rail. Out there, 3 deep, Vancouver Storm leaving the straight. Getting around Royal Trooper, Bear Cove Rock. In the second half of the field is Zuma Chino back with I'll Keep Half, and last of all Savvy Ruler as Other One Sun marches them hard over toward the riverside of the track. 1400 to go, and Other One Sun 3/4 of a length in front from Rockin' Wonder, going up now to almost sit at the flanks of the leader, but they're going along at a great tempo. A further 4 lengths back behind those, Exquisite Taste third. Over on the outside, running fourth next of all, Desert Edge, a length and a half to Olden. Red Rise down on the inside outside of that pair, Vancouver Storm. A length and a half away, then on the outside, Opal Tango from Stylax, who's next to the rail. In behind them, leaving the back straight where they've gone out at a slick pace, is Royal Trooper, who's back there with I'll Keep Half, Zuma Chino, Bear Cove Rock, and at the tail end of the field and spotting the leader about a dozen lengths at this stage of proceeding, Savvy Ruler. Other One Sun leads them. He's gone out the first half of the race at a cracking pace, and now he cops more pressure because Rockin' Wonder throws down the gauntlet at the 600 and dispenses with Other One Sun. Going to the lead here, coming to the turn, Rockin' Wonder, but can it keep it going? A length and a half clear, Exquisite Taste. They're starting to run on in behind them. Red Rye runs to third. Back over on the outside, Vancouver Storm's there. Desert Edge grinding. Here's Opal Tango. I'll Keep Half down the outside. Stylax looks for a run. Savvy Ruler's getting through. Rockin' Wonder's got plenty to offer. They go to the 200. Rockin' Wonder by about 3. Here's Savvy Ruler. It's come from last, and it's absolutely side through the middle of the field. Savvy Ruler descends upon Rockin' Wonder, grabs the lead and is coming away home at a great ride by Galati. Savvy Ruler beat Rockin' Wonder, who was game if nothing at the finish. Royal Trooper third. They were followed by Opal Tango, Stylax, I'll Keep Half, Bear Cove Rock, Exquisite Taste, Red Rye, Vancouver Storm. Behind those, next of all, Desert Edge, Zuma Chino. Followed further back when they'd pulled up is Olden, and the last of them home, the Pacemaker, the horse that went out there and set a cracking tempo, Other One Sun. Savvy Ruler, number 8, Austin Galati on this Universal Ruler 4-year-old. She's come from the back of the field, but he sat back and didn't have to spend a penny. He just let all of the extreme speed unravel in front. Probably chanced his hand going through the middle of the field, but there were gaps coming here, there and everywhere. He picked the right one, and Savvy Ruler went through, set out after Rockin' Wonder, which has run a terrific race to hunt the speed, kick away, and only get leg weary off 32 days in the last 100 metres. Goes down gamely, and Royal Trooper behind those who grounded out. Savvy Ruler, a maiden now to a 54 plus, back to back. Galati on board for Summer Dixon. A mare, 4 years by Universal Ruler from Stacey Savabeel. For DJ, Mrs. DC Gatty and Mrs. K Massam. And now from 11 runs has got that record of 2 wins and 5 placings. Getting home from Rockin' Wonder, the Awesome Rock Hidden Wonder gelding. Ticky Reardon for Ryan Hill. 4 Royal Trooper third by King's Troop from Callis. Greg Kersley, Holly Knottle. 4th, number 10, Opal Tango, and it's 2 lengths by 3.5. 2.3.5 the time, 2:11.23. Brings us to race 7, the Schweppes Handicap 1300. 2 more for late scratching, 6 Rosie Can Run, and also 14 Zanique. Okay, we'll go down to Lockie joining us. It was a pretty interesting spectacle, all things considered. An open race, and a race that provided plenty of interest indeed. Rockin' Wonder getting run down by, at the finish, Savvy Ruler, which was beautifully handled by Austin Galati.
Spot on, Darren. Thank you very much. Wonderful win there from Savvy Ruler, and she makes it back-to-back wins, in fact, out in trip, as Summer Dixon winning trainer joins me now. Summer, congratulations on the victory. There was plenty of real estate in this race, especially down the back straight, but Austin Gallardi, cool and as calm as ever. He was certainly not concerned at all.
No, he wasn't. They put on a really nice pace for us today to make ground, but it's always going to be a little bit tricky when you have these horses. They come out of a maiden into these sort of races with other horses that, have won quite a few races to their name. So, but really happy for Austin as well. Like, he had to race hard to ride this horse today, and he's done it tough. But he knows him so well, and that's why he gets the results. Throughout
this preparation, you've slowly but surely been stretching this horse out in trip. Were you hoping or expecting that the horse would run out 2100 here today?
I was quite confident she would run out 2100. She tries her heart out, this little horse. She doesn't know when to stop trying, so that's probably her best asset. She's always so strong to the line with whatever she does, and she's really had a faultless preparation. She's been running so well every start without winning, and yeah, just big team effort to everyone involved again, and just happy for Austin. Great ride, so very happy.
We all know the universal rulers go so well at this time of year when they get their toe into the ground. Do you expect her to be able to continue to go through the grades over this type of journey over the next couple of months?
Yeah, I do. When we, first had the horse, it was always kind of the plan to get the horse eventually over ground and see if she can stay. But she's pretty versatile. She will probably go better actually on the soft because she probably can't sprint as good as some other horses, but she's tough and she'll be able to keep on lasering through it. So, if we can eventually keep on and winning races and maybe one day pinch her off a Saturday, that would be awesome. So,
what did you make of Hober West's run in the Strickland on Saturday, and does he press on to the Southwest Cup?
Yeah, he does. Hober West, he's been an absolute amazing horse to me, and initially disappointed. We always go to the races with such high expectations with these animals, but he ran a gallant race still. He's racing in group company. He's come a long way in a short amount of time from a horse that was running in a Class 1. So to have a preparation 2 weeks between runs where before he had a magnitude of runs before even running over 2,000, but he just pulled really hard, and believe me, he's probably the strongest horse I've ever sat on. So it doesn't matter who you are, you can't pull like that and still finish off. So I'm sure his legs are feeling a little bit weary at the end, but a true champion is one comes back from defeat, and we'll be seeing him again. Looking forward to seeing him down in Bunbury in a couple of weeks' time, but well done here. Thank you. There's Summer Dixon after the win of Savvy Ruler, and that could be right of the day honours to Austin Gallardi being able to weave his way through the field at the top of this straight to get the job done aboard this Universal Ruler mare.
It might be win of the day sewn up for me as well, Lockie, with the work that Austin Gallardi still had to do from the top of the straight. He found himself last in running with a mare that just doesn't go early in her races. He was dictated to in that sense from the barrier that he drew with her here today, but he decided at some point or another to go back to the inside and ride for luck, and it was a decision that has ultimately paid dividends with Savvy Ruler, the victor here in race number 6 on the program, and you won't find a more impressive win on the program here this afternoon. She's a mare that has a future, that's for sure and certain. She's been able to progress from that maiden win last start to get the job done over a bit of extra ground here this afternoon. Austin, congratulations on the performance. Summer mentioned that you did have to do a bit of extra work behind the scenes to ride this mare here today, and with a result and a run like that, it makes it all the more worthwhile.
Yeah, well, that's it. Summer keeps me busy. She keeps me working all day, but it's all right when it pays off like this.
When did you make that decision in running to ride for luck? Because you had it all in front of you with this mare who doesn't exactly go early. You were dictated to by that wide gate that you drew with her there today. When did you make the decision to go back to the inside and search for runs?
Yeah, she's as dumb as me, to be honest. But no, during the race, every part of the race, but like the 600 where she starts to tack on, you just think she's going to run 2 lengths last. But no, when she puts herself into the race down the straight, she puts every foot forward and she feels like a little jet.
She certainly does, and she looked that way today. You've ridden some decent horses over your time, particularly over the last 12 months, Austin. Does she give you the feel, obviously she has some tractability issues early in her races, but does she give you the feel that she can be a Saturday horse in time?
Possibly. With these staying races, they don't get very strong, but yeah, she'll just run all day.
Just heard from Summer. What was your take or your wash-up from Hober West's beaten performance there on Saturday?
Yeah, quite disappointing, but yeah, I'll leave it with Summer and have another crack Sunday.
Super win here, super ride, mate. Well done.
Thank you.
There's Austin Gallardi, ride of the day and maybe quote of the day as well. Savvy Ruler is as dumb as me, according to Austin, but great to see this mare make it back-to-back wins to take out race 6 here at Belmont Park.